Hi. Welcome back to another video. Sorry. I know it's been a while. I took like almost a month vacation off. Just because it's summer and I wanted to enjoy my summer. I want to make YouTube videos, of course, but I've had time to plan out what I want to do with my thing I'm working on, my big announcement. I have another big announcement, which I'm going to actually talk about tomorrow, and that video will be going up tomorrow. Then my first video on my second big announcement thing will be going live tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it now, but since I took off a week, almost like a month, I took like a month vacation off from making these videos. I didn't have time to react. I've not even read or seen or anything about Batman/Fortnite 0 Point Comic #6 reading Fortnite Battle Royale. I haven't watched it yet. This is also by iTalk because my subscription for DC Universe Online doesn't work. So we're gonna react to iTalk reading it for the for YouTube videos. Us, yeah. But yeah, I'm also recording this at almost about 11:30 at night, but it's 11:18 p.m. It's almost 11:30 though. You know what I mean? Let's just hop into it.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk. See if these here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. It is time to finish up the Batman Fortnite 0 Point comic. We are on issue number 6. This is the final comic for this series, and I'm very excited to read this along with you guys. If you're just starting out with the comic, I would highly recommend you start with the first issue first, and then come back over here when you're caught up on all the other issues. I have an entire playlist dedicated to all of these issues that I read already, and let's just get right into it. So we see from the cover alone here that we have Harley Quinn, we have the armored Batman skin, we have the normal Batman here, we have what looks like a Lynx, even though it could be an alternate version of the Catwoman here. Batman starts us off by saying, Deathstroke's trapped us here. The panel's battery is charged, but the two of us can't supply enough dimensional energy to open a gateway to our world, not one that'll stay open long enough. He played us like amateurs and I let it happen. How? Catwoman replies saying, you were worrying about others, as always, but don't give up yet. I missed him, but I got his gadget, the one that synced up the 0 Point with our home. No reason we can't do the same, except that I might have broken it a little. And then Batman says, it's most likely intact. Let me see what I can do. The calibration mechanism's shattered. It's stuck on one setting. Catwoman goes, damn it, just leads me back to the loop, which doesn't help us at all. And then Batman says, maybe it does. What we need is a third person who originates from our world. We thought that was Deathstroke, but when we were in the loop, I saw someone else who felt familiar. Catwoman responds saying, the woman dressed up like a playing card? I got the same feeling. You think we can go in, grab her fast enough? What if we lose our memories when we get there? Batman then says, I doubt those who made this weapon would allow that to happen, but it's a risk. I'll go first. If I seem to get confused, pull me back. We're out of other options. And then Batman says, no confusion, no loss of memory. If it happens, it clearly takes time, and we've got as little of that as is before our power source runs out. Come on. Catwoman says, so how do we find this Harlequin? Batman then says, aerial reconnaissance seems best. Hold on to me. Catwoman says, anytime. Batman says, eyes on the prize cat. And then Catwoman then says, always bat. Batman then shoots like a grappling hook onto the battle bus. And then we see here he says, there. Hurry, the storm's out at sea, but it's closing in. I don't want to find out the hard way if it can still kill us. I'll say this for her, she's consistent. And we see the Harley Quinn skin fighting off a Cuddle Team leader, a Man Cake, a Wild Card, an 8-Ball versus Scratch, and then finally the Ruckus skin. Batman says, we've tried reasoning with her before. Pointless. Strike hard and fast. Catwoman says, you always know just what to say, Bat. Tagged her. Whoa. So we can see here that Batman and Catwoman are fighting off the Harley Quinn, but not having much effect on her. Catwoman then says she's gonna fight to the end. Batman then says, same as last time. If only we can make her understand we want to take her home. Harley Quinn then screams, or maybe you numbskulls could figure out that I don't want to go. And I just want to say there's a random, like, Bright Bomber just dead on the ground, it looks like. Kind of a shame there. Moving on from that, Catwoman then says, you can talk? How can you talk? And then Harley Quinn responds saying, duh, probably because I'm amazing, like this island, until you two came back and won't shut up. Batman responds saying, and you recognize us, so we are from the same world. Listen, we can get home, but it'll take all three of us, and our chance is rapidly running out. Harley Quinn then says, oh, now I see that you don't freaking listen, so she starts to shoot back at them. Next page over, she says, I love it here. You fight and dress up and fight and die and get up and do it again and look awesome doing it. The fighting, the flossing, the total bonkers craziness of the whole island. These are my people, this is my place, and I'm staying. So she kicks Batman in the groin, whips up the Catwoman, and then just gets punched in the face by Batman at the very end there. Batman says, our world must be very strange. Catwoman responds saying, just figuring that out now, are you? Batman says, I'd assume she lost her memory too, but if she's in her right mind and wants to stay, Catwoman then says, right mind is not a phrase I'd use with this one, but sure, we can leave her after we open the portal. Let's... And then a batarang flies past Batman's face, and then we see this on the next page. Batman responds with saying, no effing way. I'm assuming that's what he's saying here because there's an expletive there. And we see here an armored Batman and a Lynx Catwoman hybrid sort of thing there. And we also see some other Fortnite skins. We see Big Chuggus, we see the Night Knight, Heyman, and the Hush skins. And Catwoman then responds saying, who the hell are they? And then Batman says, duplicates of us. This explains why we saw beings outside the loop and are still in the loop. Seems the island creates a kind of snapshot of those who escape. You can check out, but you can never leave. Catwoman says, well, they're as good as us and we're running out of time. Batman responds saying, exactly, but we can do one thing they can't. Talk. Close your eyes. And he throws a flashbang out. And he says, let's move. Catwoman says, got it. This thing seems to have an automatic return. Batman responds saying, there, the connection's made. Catwoman says, those duplicates fought as a team just like us. Batman responds saying, a remote detonated explosive batarang to make sure it seals from this side. Catwoman then says, look, it's settling on a world. Batman says, she'll recover soon, let's. Catwoman cuts him off by saying, but wait. Maybe we should stay. Next page over, Harley Quinn then screams, that's what she said, she being me. Talk amongst yourselves, I'm missing out on all that sweet, sweet carnage. So she just runs away. She doesn't go in like any portal or anything here. And then Batman says, Cat, forget her. The portal's open, but all that's happened, all we've done in order to get home, what's changed? Catwoman says, I'm scared, okay? I mean, this place is strange, granted, but we know how it works now. We've got autonomy, freedom, and we've got each other. You saw those snapshot versions of us. We could be happy here. Batman then says, why do you think we wouldn't be happy back home? Catwoman responds saying, I don't know. Maybe we're enemies there, or strangers, or married to other people. When I first met you, I figured you were useful, a way to survive, to escape the loop, but now I don't want to lose what we have. Batman responds saying, I know what you mean, and I'd be lying if I said I hadn't had similar thoughts. But I have a feeling people are counting on us on the other side, that this dimensional breach is dangerous and could happen again. I have to stop that. Catwoman then says, why you? Batman responds saying, I don't know, it just feels like who I am. Then Catwoman then responds saying, yeah, that sounds right. Okay, let's go. So then they go into the portal and they actually make it back into their homeworld as they were at before in the very beginning of the comic here. So Batman says, are you hurt? Catwoman then says, fine, look, it's worked, it's closed. But if this is home, why don't I remember? And then the next page, a huge flash flood of memories come back into both of their heads here. And you can clearly tell in the middle that you see that Batman and Catwoman fight against each other and are not in love with one another like they were before. Next page over, they stare at each other. Batman then says, Cat, Selina, and then Catwoman says, don't. I told you we should have stayed. And they part their own ways here. Batman goes to Commissioner Gordon and says, Jim, Deathstroke. And then Commissioner Gordon responds saying, came through and escaped. But it doesn't matter, we won. You did the important thing. You closed the crack and no one got hurt. Batman then says, I'm not sure we won it all. Deathstroke couldn't have pulled this off without a backer. Someone from this world. It had to be someone wealthy, powerful, influential. And the likely candidates, next page over, in Metropolis, he says, do not put my mind at ease. So then we hear from this tower, they say, so the crack in Gotham was closed. Not that it matters, I planted the anchor device in the 0 point chamber.
Superman?
And we see here Lex Luthor talking to Deathstroke here. Deathstroke says, and the signal's strong, which means Lex then interrupts him and says, the tethering worked. We have the ability to return to the 0 point and make use of its power. Deathstroke then says, exactly, and I gotta say, I have my doubts even Batman could do what we needed him to, but it worked perfectly. And then we hear a voice saying, don't give me too much credit, Deathstroke. It's not hard to predict what Batman will do when you are Batman. We need the world's greatest detective to unlock secrets of the island. He needed an emotional engine to drive him. Catwoman. I know a thing or two about other realities too. You might say all this is right in my wheelhouse, so this is actually Batman who laughs. Lex then replies to him saying, yes, all due credit to Batman who laughs, though things would be much simpler if you just tell us his or your real name. He then responds to him saying, oh, stop it, Lex. I know you didn't get rich by giving up your best material for free, but let's not start fighting again. We got exactly what we wanted, all of us. Lex then says, indeed, we delivered precisely as agreed. Reached the 0 point, planted your anchor device so you could return there. I'd say the Imagined Order got everything it wanted. Or do they prefer they? And then the final page here, we see Dr. Sloan sitting in a chair with an IO guard standing next to her. Dr. Sloan says, please, Mr. Luthor, they is what the island dwellers call us. I think they're all a little more civilized here. And yes, you delivered precisely what you promised, my compliments. And then Lex then says, well then, Dr. Sloan, I'd say it's your time you held up your end of the bargain, Then she replies saying, look outside, Lex. We've already begun. And we see a huge rift behind the Daily Planet. And then on the bottom right, it says, far from the end. This is why we're getting Superman in Fortnite. It connects to the comics. This was the final issue of Batman Fortnite, and oh my god, I thought this issue was incredible. Dr. Sloan is a bad guy. I did not see that one coming, honestly. Wow, just an insanely good comic here, and I wonder if we're going to get more, because I have heard rumblings from leakers saying that there will be more comics in the future with this. It's not going to be called Batman Fortnite. I'd guess that maybe it might be like Superman Fortnite 0 point. Not entirely sure here, but wow, like absolutely insane there. And yeah, it's such a shame that like Batman and Catwoman just couldn't make it work because they were more in love with each other when they weren't in their home planet. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a shame, but it was such good writing and dialogue that the fact that like they were just so madly in love back there, and then when they came back into reality, they just weren't the same, and it's such a shame. It's such good writing though, and that's really it with the comic. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this series alongside with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on the bell just so you get all of my latest uploads. And if you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. You all have yourselves a wonderful day or night, everyone. I will talk to you all later. See ya.
Wow. Wow, guys. Okay. So the only thing I'm confused about is why in this season trailer they didn't show anything about Lex Luthor. And wait. And we saw a poster of Dr. Sloan and the leader of the Imagined Order, right? Which I believe the name is Jenna. But then why is why is Dr. Sloan working with Lex Luthor if the Imagined Order got what they want? That's the part I'm confused about. What did the Imagined Order want? And the only thing is, everything leaks in, but the only thing I'm concerned about that's not leaked in, guys, is that the aliens came to the Fortnite map. And the only thing is in this season's Battle Pass trailer, I saw Superman working with Dr. Sloan. We saw them running against each other to fight the aliens, right? So then why is he working with Lex Luthor? That's the only thing. Maybe did Lex Luthor send the aliens? I hope next season I'm waiting for leaks about Gotham City returning the POI, the tilted Gotham City just returning next season. So, I'm really excited, and I really hope that Fortnite can do something, because it'd be really cool if we could, get that. We could, have more about the Fortnite story between Batman, well, basically DC and Fortnite. Donald Mustard's dream to bring DC and Fortnite together for a big Fortnite story thing. And it's a big, DC is now is a big time with them. Like, DC is a big part of the Fortnite story now, apparently. Because they enjoy that. On my second channel, nope, that's supposed to be for the announcement. No! But, when my big announcement goes live, I'm going to be posting something on another thing, that you'll find out in the big announcement video, but I'll be posting a new comic book series between Fortnite and DC and Batman called Batman One Shot. I believe it's going to be a big part of the Fortnite story. It's going to continue from Batman 0 Point. So I'm going to be doing that series on my thing. I'm going to be posting it on my new big announcement thing. A big announcement video will be probably going later. We'll be going live tomorrow. Then for my first video, first video on the thing I'm posting there, I'm going to be reacting to the Marvel Series What If official trailer. Hope you guys excited for that. I've been wanting to see that trailer. I just took almost like a month vacation. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, peace out.